this man who's known as the concert safety watchdog. This guy knows firsthand about the dangers of moshing because he spent the last 3 years in the pit with the best of them. This is the founder and head of crowd management strategies, Paul Wertheimer. Paul, now you understand what it's about because you've done it. Do you enjoy the moshing?
Sometimes, when it doesn't get out of control, I enjoy it. And I've moshed, I think, with some of the toughest groups: Slayer, Pantera, Biohazard, Sepultura, Nirvana.
Is this impressive, gang?
Guar.
Okay, so they respect you now. You got their attention. Who should have the responsibility? I mean, it seems to me like the kids are not going to listen to anybody but the band. Why can't the music industry begin to regulate this thing? Is there any regulation going on?
That's a good question, why the rock concert industry won't do that. I think something everyone should understand today is that the people primarily responsible for the safety of those who go to a public event are the people who hold the event. The promoter, the band, the venue operator. The fans have a role too, no question about it in the pit. They have to be careful and they should look after the safety. But when you go to a concert, you're not going there to be a safety regulator. You're going there to have a good time, let off some steam, get a little crazy. You need somebody to look after your safety. You need a safety net.
Is this okay with you guys who mosh? Is this all right? Do you want somebody to regulate it just to keep you safer? Still saying no way up here.
Safety regulators. They don't need to ban moshing. They need to ban who want to go hurt people.
Well, but how do you discriminate? How do you know if somebody being thrown over their head is a good guy or a bad guy?
Well, maybe they should check the security guards before they even hire them. Sometimes they just pick up guys off the street.
Let me clarify that. Let me clarify that. Here's what I believe. I've spent 3 years in there. I've talked to many people like you. If moshing's going to be allowed, there are certain things you can do to make it safer than it is now. That is above and beyond what moshers themselves can do. The people who hold the event should be doing for your safety. Because while we can all be glib or we can all talk very brashly about how we're willing to put ourselves on the edge, some of us anyway, on the edge of safety, the fact is nobody goes to a concert here thinking they may end up dead. Nobody goes to a concert here thinking they may end up a paraplegic.
Yeah, shouldn't somebody take accountability? It seems to me like going to concerts, listening to music, getting high on that should be a rite of passage of growing up. And beyond, I mean, we should be able to do that and know that, as you say, somebody's looking out for us. So is it somebody putting up padding in the venue?
I think everyone deserves, or everyone wants to have a good time, and they go to concerts like this. I know I've gone to them, and so have my friends, and they don't expect, they think they're invincible and that nothing bad could ever happen. They're going there, they tell their parents, you know, and their parents trust them because, you know, they shouldn't have to worry about dying, becoming paraplegic. And the unfortunate thing is that these things happen, and there's nothing that we can really control. I remember from an experience that I've had that there's just wall-to-wall people, and you can't even see how to get out. There's no way to get out.
And it's scary.
That's part of the problem. There are things that can be done.
Okay, let's put a pause there. We'll talk about that when we come back, what can be done and what parents should know. Do you have a family member or friend that you'd like to be reunited with? Have you been estranged from a loved one and you feel that you're ready to try and resolve your differences? Well, if so, we'd like to hear your story and perhaps we can help. So call us or fax us and tell us about your situation.